the page here. 5 kids for every person in Mexico for more manpower. And I will have the last donation in the live stream. Will you, cool man? It's an interesting challenge. Throwing down the gauntlet. Okay, they're back down to 80% as opposed to 81, so I guess it's going to be okay. Yeah, we'll just invite Colombia. It's going to be okay. How do you remove the day-night cycle? There's a little button down here. So if you click this on, there's a day-night cycle. If you click it off, there's not. I guess on speed 5, you don't see the day-night cycle anyway. If we drop down, there we go, to speed 4, there's a day-night cycle. But if you click that, then you don't see it anymore. And I don't think it's ever visible on speed 5. I think it used to be, but it was like very seizure-inducing. Unassigned divisions. Yeah, so... that is the wrong group. I want you to be in here. So I'm going to change you. These are the, this is the garrisons. The Mr. Garrisons. Alright, your job, we're going to cancel all of this. You are instead going to garrison area. You're just going to guard all of our shipyards, or rather our dockyards. Your job is just to protect us against naval invasion. Yeah, you can't guard all the coastline. It's not possible. I guess you could just guard the random victory points too, but I'm not sure the AI is going to go and ninja any of that stuff. Right now, just worry about the coast. So we need 19 divisions for that. So I'm going to make one shot 4 of these guys to do this, and you're going to join the garrisons over here. Excellent. When you get the message about America about your troops being too close to their cities... Yeah, it's not Civ, but yeah, it could be, huh? We're going to take the mountain divisions out. Oops, wrong thing. Join that. Thank you. So you don't have any more mountain divisions, and you didn't either, which is okay. So we're going to change you to say green. And yeah, we'll have to figure out some specific battle plans. We want to make sure that the mountaineers... Man, we have kind of crap generals. No useful traits whatsoever. The mountaineers, their job is going to be to sort of run up this way. Was it C for the front line? No, that's fallback line. What's the offensive line? Is there not a hotkey for offensive line? Oh, X. Something like that. And then we'll grab some people who aren't actual mountaineers to also join that team. The 41-42 when the U.S. starts snowballing troops. It's whatever it is going to be soon. And so I'm wondering if we should just fabricate on them.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Because who cares at this point, right? It's whiskey and chocolate. Want to spearhead for San Fran? Need to conquer all the sea nations: Canada, Cuba, Colombia, China. Oh! It's the Stay who says, "Oh dear, looks like Cool Man has to give you more money." Oh, the Stay. Thank you very much for that. Ah, man. Do we get actual Marines? Oh, again, I don't think this gives us more special troops capacity. Special troop capacity is just a percentage of your troops in the field, so... No, I don't know about the acclimatization. I don't think we're doing airdrops because we're not going to have air superiority. At least we probably want the field hospitals. Let's go and do a tweak to our divisions over here. We're going to add recon company, support anti-air because we won't have air superiority, and field hospitals to our standard infantry divisions over here. If we save this, how are we doing on artillery? 1.8k. Is it possible for us at this point to go with the very nice 7-2 composition here for the exact 20 combat width for now? Artillery, we would not have enough for this. This would be enough. Now we can make more changes after. Combat width is 19, but that's probably okay. Pause doesn't update the things? You don't think so? Maybe. Decisions available. Yeah, we'll just invite Colombia now. That's going to be okay. And we stopped sucking up to them a while ago, right? Yeah. Okay. Colombia joins the Hispanic Alliance. So, they join right away, but then there's still this timer going on. Why is that? Maybe if they say no, they can't join again for another little while. That's possible. So yeah, they're already in it. So yeah, it does insta-join. What about Cuba? Can we do Cuba? Yeah. Although, we need to change our politics here. So let's not spend anything else sucking up with people. In fact, I'm partially tempted to not work on a national idea to earn more points. That's probably crazy. It's time limit before they can take over the alliance? Oh, maybe. No need for Ant to tank this early. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, we don't have vision on their stuff here, but it's probably the case. Now, our planes, we don't have very many of them, and they're basically just going to be sacrificed very early on. That's just the way it's going to have to be. I was like, why is it all red? Because it's showing range, not actually where I can deploy my dudes. There we go. So we'll do something like that. Taking Cuba as in the focus tree? Oh, maybe. I'm tempted to do a really wicked ahead of time research for this infantry equipment. Might be crazy. But it might just be a lunatic you're looking for. How are our trade supplies? We are still desperately short on steel. Rubber we could basically fix by, you know, just making sure we have synthetic factories. We don't need, like, more fuel production or anything like that. But making our synthetic factories give us a little bit more rubber. Not that we've built one yet. The other thing, though, is we do produce some goods. Extracted 27. We don't produce very much. Like I'm thinking, we could get the
whiskey and chocolate.
It's whiskey and chocolate. We could get the resource gain efficiency boost, but it's not worth to use aircraft defensively. It might, but mostly I'm just going to want to like push faster. Yeah, the U.S. has steel. The U.S. has a lot of stuff. It has all the things we want, you guys. Ice shots. Hey, watch you for years. Here's something for a fellow whiskey drinker. P.S. Have you been to Tennessee? I've been through Tennessee. Driving to the Carolinas ages and ages and ages ago. I'm probably driving to Florida a few times in my youth, but I've never been to Tennessee. I would love to. I would love to. It's definitely one of those places that's super high on the list. I guess what we should do is actually, if we're going to use anti-air and artillery, we should really get that to be revved up, shouldn't we? Yeah. All right, guys, here's the decision time. We are, let me do a save here. We are halfway through the game. I'm thinking we just fabricate on the US and go. They have somewhere between 40 and 112 divisions. We have 51 divisions. I mean, it'd be so good if they could just start a war, get into something. I don't want to fight the entirety of the United States. Yeah, infantry weapons are also good. Like, we might... yeah, I don't know. So, the Blue Man group over here, you guys are going to be responsible for moving into Texas. And push out to... Would this be the Mississippi? I think so. Something kind of like that. Like, how do we ever finish this war? The thing is, what we would do for the war is we would spend a lot of it just being defensive. Like, I'll draw the battle plans, but they're not going to be executed. We're going to let the U.S. burn its manpower just fighting us. Jesus is on our side. That's true. Oh, yeah. And one unit just taking the canal. They have a fair amount of troops over there. Holy cow. We actually want, like... Oh, and there's a river. Although we can take it from the other side. I don't know how the battle plan works all of a sudden. We probably just have to manually do it. Hang on. I'm getting weird numbers. You two go there. You two go there. 2 divisions, 2 divisions. Yeah. We might want to add more. But yeah, we'll just have to run that one manually, I think, because I'm not sure how the battle plan works. There's a river, the Panama Canal Zone. Yeah, shush! Well, part of me is I was thinking that, it would be, you know, sort of directly through the thing, right? Like, I'm thinking this province is the one that controls the Panama Canal. It's called the Panama Canal. So I'd think that the canal would be, like, right through and down the middle. But that's, you know, there's no provinces like that in Hawaii. They're always on the border of things, so. And yeah, we definitely call in our allies as part of this. And we might, in fact, want to just generate more and more and more and more allies into the pile. At those brigades. Yeah, just, I mean, get a whole bunch more. That's going to be okay. Side channel attacks are good. You've got that and that. Oh, help us out with getting our anti-air up to snuff. Can we see Europe? So, I mean, this border with Germany and the Soviets, I think Germany is pushing forward. It's entering into winter now. Yeah, well, there's Moscow. They've actually made a long, long push into Moscow. It's only a matter of time before the Soviets capitulate and, like, the epic, insane German Reich of Doom picks up. Apparently, right now, in 1.6 with Man the Guns, the Axis AI is, like, primo. Dan Lind had put a lot of effort into making sure the Axis really knew how to use, like, the new Navy and oil things and all that kind of jazz. How are things over here? Japan. Okay. And diplomatically, wow, that's all in your faction. The Greater East Asian Co-Conspiracy, Prosperity Sphere, or whatever. Bum. Estonia's been expanding? I can't believe, like... Oh, Finnish Democratic Republic. I was like, wow, I can't believe it's still alive. Yeah, no, not so much. So this is part of the common term, and there's a little bit of territory over here being contested by Italy and the British Empire. Just the tip. They redo the Soviet Union to make it capitulate easier. It always takes me forever to capitulate. I don't know about that. Low manpower. Yeah, we're still hoping to change those laws. At least we're not spending political power or anything other than this. Is this a long... Oh, it's 140 days for the research slot. It's whiskey and chocolate. Probably want to ally or take Brazil first. Oh, they joined the U.S. Okay, so noted. Now, do I just have a decision in here to get Brazil? Oh, I do. I mean, I do have a decision in the tree as well. Invite Brazil over here, which I'll probably do. It's just 35 days. Yeah, I mean, we're not fabricating on the U.S. first, or yet. So we don't know... Like, we don't have to go quite yet, although, again, there's sort of a time limit before the U.S. goes crazy. Hobo Serenity! Hey, speaking of whiskey, have you tried the Highland Park Valkyrie and Viking lines yet? No. Although I'm sure I'm going to be able to find them here easily. I mean, I've had Highland Park, but not those two. If you like Island single malts, which I do, they're amazing and suitable for when you go a-conquering. That's a good point. Also need the PowerPoints for manpower. Yeah. Fallen Stalingrad. Rip Stalingrad. Now, Brazil, how many factories have you got? Not that many, actually. We should still be able to keep control over things. In fact, the warning even went away. I think they have to get to that 80% to start getting close, and they ain't there. So naval-wise, let's go naval gazing here. And we have a reserve fleet? I guess we were building some ships. I guess we're still building destroyers. I mean, they're early-ass destroyers, but there's something. Now, obviously, we get crushed by the American Navy. Straight up. That's why I was hoping they'd be in a war with, you know, Japan or Germany or something like that. You know, get their ships out of here. I mean, it's all sort of about, like, convoy raiding in the Gulf of Mexico. Maybe you two can just be part of the strike force. I mean, we've got enough oil to do more now, which is kind of nice. Television Innovators is finally done. So that's an extra research slot. That's great. And yeah, we'll go ahead and invite Brazil. Which I think will give them the fascist thing. Which is fun and nice. Alright, done. Do that. We don't need the anti-tank yet, we think. We're still working on our doctrine, which is great. At some point, we'll probably want to do, like, heavy tanks to support our infantry, but we can't really do that right now. These are all done. It is 41. I'm going to go ahead and start on these weapons here. Please play with Daniel. I'm sure we will again, actually. Just fill the Gulf of Mexico with oil, and then set it on fire if we get attacked. That's a pretty good defense plan. I like that. It's more whiskey and chocolate. It is 41. I guess we can work on our next industry tier over here. Who dat? It's Coolman again! Hey! You could totally use Coolman's spider teleport gun against the USA. I will promise you great victory against all enemies. You could totally hire Coolman fight as head weapon scientist for the great leader and for Greater Mexico. It'd be cool, like, we could just mod in all of our politicians here to be people from the chat. That'd be pretty great. So we're almost at 150, so we can change our industrial laws, which is going to be super duper useful. Anti-air upgrades, and yeah, we'll work on the new anti-air production. It's a war crime. Scorch earth more like scorched oil. Scorch the seas. Fall of Moscow! Rip. Yeah, we'll put in some more dudes over here. We want to make sure, like, to hit this with overwhelming force. To immediately just pop it as much as we can. How are our counts coming along? Good, including artillery. What I'm going to do right now is I will make the change to having the second artillery over here for exact combat width of 20 for now. That's almost certainly going to put us in the negative. Yeah, by a fair bit! We'll make sure to produce more, especially since we're looking towards some upgrades soon for that. Interwar artillery, good, and then improved artillery. Research that. I mean, the Soviets are just going to capitulate at some point here, right? I guess I can go look at it over here. Is this literally the only war going on right now? That's amazing. I love how it's called the German-New Zealand War.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
It's whiskey and chocolate. Common term. Where is Soviet Union? Okay, they still have a little bit of oomph left. But yeah. Dun, 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 dun. I feel everyone's talking about whiskey in the chat. And I mean, it's 8 o'clock now. I should get some whiskey, right? Exactly. Oh, war economy. Boom. Done. Okay. Can help production. We still have to change our conscription laws as well. And Wires, you used to get the new manpower instantly. That is no longer the case anymore. So you kind of want to do it ahead of time a little bit. 8 a.m. is perfect whiskey. It's 8 p.m. Sorry if I said 8 a.m. My bad. Northern France is still alive. Right here. Yeah, this is Nation Française. They are members of the Axis. They're fascist. It's like hardly a French. Hardly a France. Hardly anything. Nationalist Spain. They're officially in the Axis. There we go. Invite Brazil. Yes. And coastal defense plan. Some land forts and stuff. And then we'll see if it starts to bypass a bunch of these things. It would be kind of interesting. National Guard divisions. They're pretty tough. And, oh, I've got to see it stop. Don't actually want to rush. I want to let them burn their manpower on my units as much as possible. I am enjoying Scotland. Okay, let me take a little pause. And get whiskey. Or I can get a beer. That's a tough decision. Guys, these are hard decisions. Why not both? Guys, you people are crazy. Scotland equals whiskey. Scotland also equals beer. I think I'm gonna get the whiskey though. Brisky. All right, let's be right back with some whiskey. Hold on. I have idle divisions. No, they are garrison. I know when you zoom out, they clumps up, but these are my garrisons. They are holding my at like my port locations and whatnot. So I'll be right back. Hello, everybody. I have my whiskey. So, a kiss for luck, or sorry, Essentia picked this up for me today from the shop. It's one I've never had before. I always like to look for things I've never had. Glenmoray Speyside, peated single malt. Sounds pretty good to me. Got my glass over here. Let's give a little. Some lovely, lovely sounds going on. Excellent. You have chosen wisely. I've had that. Is good. Nice. It is supposed to be peaty. It's nice. It's not like overwhelmingly smoky. Oh, it's really good. Essentia in Scotland? Yes, myself and Essentia are currently in Scotland. Oh, that's really good. Apparently it was not very expensive. Oh, ooh, even more flavors afterwards. Yeah, apparently this was not very expensive. I really enjoy that. Yay! Good job, Essentia! Professional whiskey reviewer. Ooh, I like that. So jealous right now sitting with the flu. Furiac, the best thing for a flu, kill it with alcohol. Absolutely. Okay, maybe not so much if it's a stomach flu, which is not really a flu exactly, but yeah. Believe it won a lot of awards, and yeah, not that expensive, yeah. Unassigned divisions. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add 2 more divisions on this side of Panama. So it's going to be 4 here and 2 over here. 2 is going to get the river crossing, but we still want it for like surround shenanigans. And then after that, we're just going to fill out these armies with counts of 24 and stuff. We might tweak the purple line to be longer, the blue line to be shorter. Actually, that might be a pretty good idea, just to sort of balance some things out depending on how the troops come in. We shall see what we shall see. New Zealand has capitulated. So is it all imperialist New Zealand in the Axis? In the Axis. We'll have to sail the 7 seas to fight the Axis. Coastal defense plan is a go. So yeah, march southwards. It gives us claims on shit.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
All right, we're going to go through this tree to declare the war against the U.S. rather than fabricating anything. Where is Canada going to relax it? Oh, when is Canada going to relax shipping alcohol laws so we can contribute more directly? Yes, that would be lovely. So the thing is, in Canada, you can't mail alcohol. So many good local craft spirits. Yeah. You can't mail alcohol, really, in Canada. Fall of Leningrad. Did it not already happen once? I guess they must have retaken it. Yeah, they must have, because clearly Germany's well beyond Leningrad now. Oh my gosh. It's going to be a gray, gray, gray German world out there. Decisions available, improve worker conditions. I am quite keen on that, actually. I mean, it's quite costly to take. We still need to change the manpower laws, but it gives us a crap ton more stability. No, I'm just going to have to sit on it, unfortunately. As much as I would like. We're going to change you, because you're not actually doing marine-y kind of things anymore. So we will change you back to that. That's going to be okay. And we're going to change your color over here to red. Well, you'll probably stop existing once we take Panama. Actually, here's the thing I should do. With my planes, since they're not really going to do anything against the true bulk of the U.S., these planes are going to be here to help us take the Panama Canal as quickly as possible. Yeah, we got to change our manpower laws, I know. We need more points for that. It is 41. We may as well make our anti-air a little bit stronger. That's going to be okay. Outdated equipment.